as well. Hasn't played a huge amount of longer form cricket. Played a little bit for West Indies academy side. So mainly, so many players you see these days focusing on the white ball game. The last thing we need is more run-outs. We've already seen 4 this afternoon.
Yeah, back home safely this time. A bit of confusion out in the middle. Plenty of run-outs in the first innings. Some incredible efforts in the deep with the direct hits. This time, sliding home.
It's almost like you can't take your eyes off this MPL. Every ball, something is happening. And in reality, for those who follow cricket in Nepal and the national team, pretty much the way the cardiac kids play at the senior level too. What is he thinking here? I reckon a direct hit, he might have been gone.
Oh, it just goes to show how into this game the Lions are. They're zoned in from the time that they walked out into the middle.
Chipped down the ground, straight to mid-off, and taken. The gamble to put Ismatullah up the order, it doesn't pay off. He's sent in probably in a pinch-hitting role. All he's done is chip it up to mid-off and be caught out for a third ball duck.
Well, he does get the breakthrough. This went high up in the air, checked at the end, and a very well judged catch in the end. The first wicket goes down and the Lions can do no wrong today. Rohit Paudel, 46 with the bat and now a catch. It's Simmons who picks up the first wicket. He goes for a duck. And that's 2 for 1 at the end of 1.
Banking sector ma पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ बैंकले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स यसमा पोइन्ट छ सिद्धार्थ बैंक सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid, 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
Globally trusted hair transplant expert. Foliderm.
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडी यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनु होला यति कार्पेटको
Left arm spin to start with, and Lokesh Bam charges at it. Picks up a couple. It's Sad Bin Safar with the ball. Manali, you obviously played for Canada yourself. This man bowling now, probably one of Canada's greatest ever. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, 100% fair to say. He's an absolute legend of Canadian cricket. He's led from the front as well. Consistent performer, not just with the ball, with the bat as well. It's going to be wide. In fact, he's just coming in from the USPL as well in Florida. Picked up a bit of an injury on that bowling arm. The pinky was dislocated early in that tournament. Well, this has gone high up in the air, and it's also got the distance. Pumped down the ground for 6 runs. Great looking stroke, and Saad just a bit too full on that occasion, right in the slot.
A Siddhartha Bank maximum pumped down the ground. We're going to say it again and again and again. There's only one place to hit here at the TU. Go straight down the ground. It's where you get the best reward. The boundaries are a little shorter. With the nature of the wickets, it's the only way to score consistently. Lokesh Bam, much more like it. 2 low scores to start the tournament. They're going to chase this total down. They can't just rely upon the runs of Martin Guptill and Nicholas Curtin. Remember, there's no Aki Bilias today. They need support from their local players. Lokesh Bam is probably the pick of them with the bat. Oh, was this a chance? Was this a chance? Arjun Saud with the gloves. You look at Bin Safar's reaction, I think it might have been.
Well, Lokesh Bam is shaking his head, but let's have another look at this. Definite edge.
Well, I can't call that a chance. That's an unbelievable stop. He saved 4 runs here. Sensational.
Acrobatic. Stick out the pad. It flew. Well done. Saved runs.
Oh, that's got to be the Red Bull energetic moment of the match. Maybe the energetic moment of the tournament. Amazing innovation from the keeper. 4 runs saved. Bam gets to double figures. It's 12 for 1.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
DHI happier home. Today sahi.
Now, what you're going to see from Simmons looks to be angle across the right-handers and plenty of changes of pace. Seen the bowlers adjust really well throughout the 4 game days that we've had thus far. They haven't just continued to bowl the same pace. Now, Lokesh Bam in the first innings did not have a good time with the gloves. Arjun Saud, he's known as one of the best keepers in the country. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Quite brilliant. He's definitely intentionally stuck the right boot out, played a bit of football behind the stumps and saved 4 runs.
Well, the impressive part is his flexibility. Look at how high he gets that. Some good martial arts there.
If he'd kicky-uppied this and taken the catch, I would have dropped the mic and walked out, called it off. You could never have seen anything as incredible. He's a great character, Arjun Saud. He's always talking. And it's him, Asif Sheikh, Anil Shah, best 3 in the country. Guptill gets off the mark. Did take a long while to get going in that first innings when he made 50.
It's not the easiest of conditions to bat. We saw a bit of struggle in the first game as well. We can't really say that for the first innings of this game. They really were, it seemed like they were batting on a different track altogether. The ball seemed to come on nicer. They were attacking everything. And I think it's a mindset thing too. If you're on the attack and if you've got the intent, 9 out of 10 times it might go your way.
Really good bouncer. Tournament's opener, that was the Kings against the Janakpur Bolts. Yes, Janakpur won easily, but if it wasn't for this man, really, they would have had no total to defend. 55 he made off 43 deliveries. Did take his time to get in, but when he did, some trademark Guptill strokes. And as has been the trademark of all the batters, getting to landmarks, acknowledging 360 degrees of this oval. Tries to stand and deliver, can't get it past mid-on.
The big ones have been a bit of a challenge to come, but they might need to take a page out of the book from that first innings. They need to still try and find those singles and doubles, drop and run, rotate that strike. Aren't those the 2 girls you were speaking with earlier?
They were. Angel on the right from Kathmandu. Lovely lady on the left, come all the way up from Biratnagar herself. She'll be supporting them. As Bam goes boom! 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 All the way for 6. Much more like it from Lokesh Bam. That's one of the shots of the day. It's 20 for 1.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, र ग्यास हब्सले बुझेको छ your way of quality living.
ब्याङ्किङ सेक्टरमा पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्कले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स। यसमा पोइन्ट छ। सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं।
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है।
I dare to overcome every hurdle.
Quite his first over going for 10. Guptill slashes that away. Immediate punishment for Saad bin Safar. Interesting call to keep him on.
Hasn't found his radar quite right, but the crowd are loving this. Want a contest on their hands, and this boundary a bit too short, a bit too wide. And a one-handed follow-through from Martin Guptill as he slaps it away.
Now goes down the ground, back-to-back boundaries. Here we go, Biratnagar. Where's this been? Maybe the first time in the tournament they're starting to get a little period going their way.
Well, this is some placement from Martin Guptill. It was short again, and it was wide again, and he drags it all the way past the bowler. Goes straight down the ground. Back-to-back boundaries, trying to keep themselves in the contest.
Make that 3 in a row. It's a boundary fest. 4 in a row in total. 6, 4, 4, 4 from this over. Majestic from Guptill. 2 short from Saad bin Safar. 3 times in a row.
Saad bin Safar, he's got to find his radar quickly here because Martin Guptill's punishing him. Again, short, wide. A nothing delivery and gets the treatment that it deserved. Stand and deliver stuff this from Martin Guptill.
Better, much better length. He's just come from exactly where you were, Manali, from Florida in the United States, playing in the USPL. It's 4 o'clock in the morning in Miami right now. Sleepy start from Saad bin Safar, can't be easy. When he got in yesterday, Guptill's taking a liking to him.
He did smash a really nice 6 when he was batting, so I thought he was awake and he was here. Maybe just needs to find his radar with the ball.
Good finish to the over. 3 fours followed by 3 dots. 4 have been bowled, 32 for 1.
सुजल डेयरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है.
In the Kings, they're not quite at the rate they need to be at. The required run rate now from here is exactly 10, but just a little flurry of boundaries. 6 from Lokesh Bam, followed by 3 consecutive 4s to get Martin Guptill really moving. That was the first one. Bibek Yadav into the attack as Lokesh Bam charges down. Those first 3 balls all went for 4. The second one was a really good shot, I thought, Manali. And then the third one, not a great delivery.
Yeah, 2 through the offside, and that last one a bit straighter, drags it past the bowler. 3 fours back to back. You got to hand it to Saad Zafar, though. He came back well, tried to finish the over in a much better fashion. 3 dot balls towards the end of that. I suppose it's all about balance, trying to get those little wins.
Yeah, you talk about little wins. Even if the Kings can't win this match, they just have to take something from it. Oh, listen to that. That's one of the crispest noises you'll hear off a bat anywhere in the world. This is why Lokesh Bam excites so many. And great to see a big smile on his face.
He does this, batting alongside Martin Guptill. Use of the feet and slapped into the leg side. Went a long way. Another Siddhartha Bank 6. High and long. He's been trying to come down the track a few times, and this time he does get a hold of it.
And there is the bench. It's the first time I've seen them collectively gleeful through this tournament. And they're going to get happier and happier as the boundaries are starting to flow. Back-to-back boundaries, 6 now 4. Bam starting to show just how good he is.
This is an exceptionally good shot, Lokesh, because the bowler was thinking along the same lines as the batter. He followed him, he saw him move across, trying to give himself some room, and he followed him. He cramped him for room, but he does really well to get his hands through that. Helps it along the way. 1 bounce, 4 runs. 10 runs off the last 2 deliveries. They're definitely giving this an effort. 150 now required of 92 deliveries.
Has he got enough of this? Think he's going to get away with it. Should be at least 2. They won't think of the 3rd.
It's turning out to be a decent over, another decent over. Lokesh taking...
Just have a listen to this. Pure noise of a 6 right out of the middle.
Bang. Right out of the willow.
He's got sponsorship deals lined up, I reckon, with a name like Bam, doesn't he? Goes down the ground. This is exceptional. Much more like it from the Kings. Thanks to Lokesh. Boom, boom, bam. 5 bowled, 48 for 1.
सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वॉश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वॉश
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है
The fours, they're keeping pace with their asking rate of 10 and over. They're 9.60 at this point, and this partnership 46 in 25, dominated by Lokesh Bam. 33 in 20. What a contest! And a very good afternoon to H.D. Ackerman as well.
We didn't expect this, did we? They were so poor with the ball, and maybe they were okay in the field. But I think Coach Kevin O'Brien has said to them, right, fellas, this is it. Go out there, express yourselves, have some fun. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, when you have Martin Guptill at the other end, but you're the dominating partner in the middle, just goes to show the kind of impact Lokesh has had in the middle.
Ouch! That had to hurt the ball. A little swivel. That was a good shot. Up and over mid-off. He's played nicely, hasn't he? 33 from 20. The problem is when you've got to chase a total of this significance, you've got to just keep going. You can't afford to have any dead overs. Guptill will know that.
Good start here for Durgesh. Oh, he's got enough bat on it, and it has been really done well there. The fielder does extremely well, and great combination and teamwork at the ropes.
How has this nearly gone for 4? I mean, this is skidded onto the bat of Guptill. It was almost as if he was trying to just keep it out. But it's raced off the middle of that bat.
He did really well over there. Look at that. Second line of defense. Bibek Yadav Long levers, one bounce. Mid-off up in the circle, making full use of the infield. This is very good striking. 50 comes up as well. Biratnagar Kings are putting up a show in the middle in this chase.
No swing, very little pace. Right in the slot. He didn't middle it. That's off the bottom of the bat. If Guptill middles it, it'll go a long way back. This goes for 4, and the 50 partnership is up.
Top order has been found wanting in the first 2 games of Biratnagar Kings. Today a bit of a shuffle. Guptill coming in at number 3, a promotion for Ismatullah, who missed out, and Lokesh Baum as well, getting a go, and he's made it count. Wow, it's a steep chase, and they have to go for broke from ball 1. And this partnership, what a time to stretch a 50-plus partnership, and it's come in quick time as well. 5 on the off inside the circle.
Nicely bowled. Just cramped Guptill for room. Highest partnership for the Kings, this. Mind you, don't have to do much. I don't. Just having a laugh. Their opening 2 games, they're a much better side than what their opening 2 games have suggested. Maybe we're going to see the best of them now.
Oh yes, as a unit they need to find opportunity in adversity. Lost 2 games, were bowled out for 92 in the last game. On both occasions they've been bowled out so far in the previous 2 outings. They need to show up as a batting unit today, HT.
They got a great start. Final delivery of the power play. This over's gone for 6, but there's been 3 dot balls in it. It's almost as if Guptill's sort of got an area on the pitch that he's identifying that if it lands in that area, it's going to hit you out the ground or for 4. And if it isn't, he just pats you back.
He's bowled well. They have also hit Martin Guptill on his forearms. And he's back on his feet. Yeah, a bit of a...
म त पैसा लिन्छु आइमी पेमा चाहियो के र खर्च गर्न सजिलो कार्डबाटै किन्छु म लिन्छु म क्यास पनि पाइन्छ हो विदेशबाट आएको रकम वेलकम टु आइमी पे वालेट आइमी पे भए चाहियो के छ सबै सेट
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश
What a partnership here. They'll need more of it. They'll need more of the big hits, the home runs, the boundaries. Lokesh Baum, the dominant partner, 32 or 17. Martin Guptill has played a wide range of shots as well. Good contest here between bat and ball. 54 for 1 after 6. That got a lot of bat on it. Right, just the right time to head across to the sidelines. Andrew alongside the coach of the Lions, Nandan Fadnis.
Yeah, thank you, Mikhail. I've got Nandan Fadnis, the head coach of the Lumbini Lions, and also, of course, the consultant coach for the national team. You know so many of these players so well. We heard your national team captain talk about wanting to have spin to win. Is that what's going to help you defend this total?
It'll be a mix of spin and pace, but even if it's pace, I think it'll be pace off. Because we have seen so far in this tournament that the pace bowlers have not really got much purchase by themselves. So pace off, I think, would be the way to go if pacers are bowling, otherwise spin.
What about the batting effort? Were you happy with the total overall?
Yeah, I think if at the start you had told me that we'll get 191, yes, I think we would have been happy. But the way the things went, maybe in the last 4 we could have got about 10-15 more. 200 plus, I think, would have been par for the type of start we had got.
You told me you have a policy of no runouts, don't you, up at the national team level? 4 in that first innings. Was that maybe the one thing you were disappointed with?
Absolutely, we are, because we spoke about it last evening also. Of course, this team, most of the members are pretty new, but
that one's hammered away for 4. Martin Guptill hits it very close to where we're standing. He's going to be a threat to your side. You talk about this inaugural MPL. You had to wait to come into action. How special has it been watching those 6 games and now getting your chance?
Yeah, it's been good and bad really, because playing now after 5 games has given us a good idea of what the pitches are doing, how the teams are shaping up, what we need to do, what our plans need to be. But also it has left us itching to get a game going. So I think we are very happy to have finally got a game underway.
What about the potential impact as we see Guptill sweep for 4 more, the potential impact of this league on the Nepal national team and on cricket in Nepal for the future?
I think it's going to be massive, because you have players like Guptill and Shikhar Dhawan and the rest, international players who have come here. The Nepal players, not only the national team players, but the domestic players get to rub shoulders with them, get to share dressing rooms, there's so much to learn for them. But one thing I think for this tournament really to succeed, the Nepal players, apart from the national team, have to perform.
Yeah, couldn't agree more with you. I want to thank you so much for your time. We're going to wish you all the very best for that second innings as we get to the end of the 7th over here. The score, it's 64 for 1.
Banking sector ma पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ बैंकले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स यसमा पोइन्ट छ सिद्धार्थ बैंक सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई.
Is Dove really different from soap? Ordinary soap dries itself over time, but Dove is different. Get your radiance with Dove.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs they बुझेको छ. Your way of quality living.
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfee Stock Fantasy.
Is at the moment, after 7 overs, the Lions were 63 for 1 and the Kings are 64 for 1. Yeah, Martin Guptill, till the time he's there in the middle, the Kings will have to believe and want to believe they're in this chase. Of course, Lokesh Bam has been brilliant, but this man holds the aces here. Went for a blob in the last game of his, got a 50 in the first. They're having an odd day out. On odd days, he's getting the runs. Great strike rate, 175. HT, evenly poised.
Well, you can't get more evenly poised.
Big fan, sir. I'm a big fan.
It's good to see a bit of a nice little chat, more respectful from South, saying I'm a big fan of you, Mr. Guptill. Bit of a fist punch, at the same time just egging his boys on as well to go for Guptill's wicket. Castled through the gates. I'm not too sure what the chat may have done, but this is a huge moment in the game. Podell running up to his bowler. The Lions believe they've got a big fish out here.
Believe. They know they've got the big fish. That is a real danger man. Around the wicket comes Durgesh. Yes, it keeps a little bit on the low side. It just skids on. To be fair, it's pretty full. Guptill's lost his stumps. He goes for 28, the Kings 64 for 2.
Well, the snowy leopard is celebrating, and so are the Lions as well, let me tell you that. Rajesh Magar, but I'll tell you what, Durgesh may have taken the prized wicket this afternoon. That partnership has been ended. 50 plus, 2 boundaries in the previous over from Guptill. He was setting himself up to the big score. And all of a sudden, his wickets were all over the place, dismantled by that man. Ball keeping a little low. And that's
the Mexican wave.
The only Mexican wave.
There was a little bit of a discussion between the wicketkeeper and Martin Guptill before this delivery was bowled, and maybe we should give the snatcher a little bit of credit that he just interfered with the concentration of the big New Zealander.
Yeah, it suggests the body language of Guptill that the ball may have just kept a little low. But we've seen that odd delivery not climbing up. As a batter, you need to be a bit more watchful as well in the middle. Hey, you spoke about that chat. It was quite a nice, lovely little conversation, HD.
Yeah, there was nothing nasty about it, but just a little bit of a discussion. Sometimes these wicket keepers, they can be irritating. Yeah, a little fist pump, but you just never know whether that just interfered with the momentum. You just never know.
Yeah, it just takes us back to the match in the T20 World Cup final where Rishabh Pant as well just delayed proceedings when Andre Klaasen was in the middle. Just broke the momentum, and that completely changed things around. I know I've touched a soft nerve, the HD. That was not the plan, but I'm just talking about how wicket keepers can have an impact, how chirpy wicket keepers can have an impact.
The old grey area of the spirit of cricket.
It's a thing of the past. Tough luck there. Guptill was looking so good for his 28 and 17. Good shot. That'll hurt. But he's done well to get his body behind the line.
It's just a natural reaction, instinctive, to just stick a boot out. But this clips you on the ankle bone, and that could be the end of your day. If it hits you on the boot, well, you shake it off and you get back to the end of your mark and you're all right. So he does appear to be okay, Durgesh, but you can get a little bit unlucky.
He's bowled well. Quick single, shy of the stumps at the non-striker's end. Well, the ball's falling the ball today. Durgesh needs to be careful, but he's really done well. 1 for 9 in his 2 overs.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
म त पैसा लिन्छु आइमी पेमा चाहियो के र खर्च गर्न सजिलो कार्डबाटै किन्छु म लिन्छु म ब्याज पनि पाइन्छ हो विदेशबाट आको रकम वेलकम टु आइमी पे वालेट आइमी पे भए चाहियो के छ सबै सेट
Vivo. I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Yeah, these worms are coinciding at the moment. Just that wicket of Martin Guptill. They've just created a dip in that climb over there. Spin and pace from either ends. Sweeps it, Mugger. Yeah, but they'll have to go and continue playing those big hits. They can't afford to have their asking rate climbing. Arjun Saud behind the stumps has more than a job as a wicketkeeper, that's for sure. 36 and 25 for Lokesh. Magar just walked out, and all of a sudden things have just quietened in the middle. Surya into his third. Take a part in second over. Look at that target, 192.
Yeah, the required run rate was below 10 for a number of overs, but now it's just starting to climb. It's easing its way towards 11, and you know that you have just one or two good overs from a bowling perspective where there's a 3 or 4 off the over, and that run rate climbs dramatically, and once it gets to 15, 16, you're done.
Yeah, and we're talking about a batting side that has struggled in the tournament. Ideally, you'd want your batting to come good, but Sandeep Lamichan at the toss did mention that something that needs to improve is the batting. Decided to field first, and now in the chase they need to get 192. And that's pressure on the batting side as well. The scoreboard pressure will be playing at the back of their mind. Yeah, just slowing the pace. Good over. Just the 4 runs coming off it. So 2 quiet overs. It's 71 for 2.
Banking sector ma पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ बैंकले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स यसमा पोइन्ट छ सिद्धार्थ बैंक सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
सुजल डेयरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं
विश्वसनीय अनि वित्तीय सेवाको अर्को परिभाषा रिलायन्स फाइनान्स लिमिटेड.
Enjoyment and fun thanks to the Nepal Premier League. It's given the fans so much to celebrate about. Yeah, something has to give you, HD. The asking rate is over 11 right now. He's getting that ball to turn. Saad bin Zafar, the former Canadian captain.
These are the skillful overs as a batter. You've got to know what you're doing in these middle overs to try and keep up with the run rate required. Inside the power play, simple. Just clear the outfield, get boundaries. Out, quick catch. Yes! What a lovely catch.
Saad bin Zafar timed his jump to perfection. Magar has to depart. Just trying to force the issue over there. Was not in control of that shot. That's another wicket. And in quick time as well. It was 64 for 1, 64 for 2, and now 72 for 3. In the chase, the Kings are now beginning to stutter. Yeah, the bat turning in the hand a bit, and look at that for a catch. Beautifully done.
That is a really good catch. He gets himself into such a good position once his delivery is complete. He's expecting the catch. He hangs on to it. Magar goes for 4. The Kings reeling 72 for 3. And after 9.3 overs, the fall of the wicket, the players are going to have a drink.
Fresh. Freshness that bonds.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Himstar for a complete home.
सुजल डेयरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल
DHI Happier Home. Today's hey.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Out here. HD, where are the moves? Nicholas Curtin walks out to bat. He's been brilliant in the field all through this tournament. He needs a big one with the bat as well. Strike rate of little under 120, a best of 69 unbeaten runs. The current captain of the Canada national team as well. Come on, boy. Make it your day. He should be in action with the left arm orthodox spinners in the middle. He's got him! Nicholas Curtin has to depart. Zafar with the second strike gives him the mark. Orders. It's all falling apart here for the Biratnagar Kings.
Well, I was about to say this is like a Tuesday afternoon net session for Curtin and Zafar because they play against each other so much, play with each other so with the ball spinning back in. He loses his stump. He loses his stumps. It's a brief stay for Nicholas Curtin. The briefest you can get. He goes without scoring. 72 for 4.
Saad bin Safar on a hat-trick. He's bowling to Bashir. Oh, just went into the arm over there. But what a contest it was. The former Canada captain to the current captain of Canada. Man, oh boy. Tries of two in the middle between the batters. And they'll settle for one. Little tentative over here. What an over. 2 wickets and 2 runs in the 10th over. And Saad bin Zafar 2 for 24 in his 3 at the halfway stage. The Biratnagar Kings losing their way 73 for 4.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
In the air, which is rare in the Kathmandu Valley. You can see the snow-tipped mountains. ball is starting to turn sharply, and too sharply for my liking and for Buddy Pradhan's. I think that's going to miss the leg stump, and it's a bit high as well.
Not if you're a Biratnagar fan. Things start to happen like this. Oh, that sharp turn. Oh, Tamang wants to mold the magic ball. It's gone way wide this time.
I've bowled quite a bit with plenty of the Nepal national team players, whether it be here in Nepal or when we're out on tour. I've bowled out in the middle. Leading wicket taker in the PM Cup. Wicket taker in the PM Cup this year. He gets prodigious turn with great drift and dip. He has all the assets you'd love to have as a left arm spinner. But the bigger stage he hasn't played on much. That one's hit down the ground, and brilliant for him to get used to the bigger crowd. Here's the 2 wickets from Sad bin Stafar. Excellent bowling.
He's been good. One cotton ball, and then the next ball, Nicholas Curtin, what a delivery. Spun back sharply. Beat him all ends up. Wasn't expecting that much amount of turn. There's plenty happening here. Surya Tamang losing a bit of control. Oh, Biratnagar Kings just falling away a little bit. 72 for 2 they were. And Martin Guptill was going berserk. Suddenly 2 wickets. Turned the tide.
Just amazing to think of the quantity and quality of left arm spinners in this country. Probably seen over a dozen local players already. And they're all quite different, aren't they? It's not like they're all very similar. Different statures, different styles, different rhythms, different amounts of turn. Lalit Rajbanshi, the Premier spinner, he almost always challenges the inside edge. Tamang of the right-handers, he's going to challenge the outside. Great problems to have if you're Monty Desai.
Especially the wickets in this part of the world. Just help that style of bowling. There's enough, there's grip, there's turn, there's a bit of variable bounce as well.
Bashir Ahmed's good against left arm spin, being a left arm spinner himself. He's going to need to be. That required run rate becoming a real concern for the Kings. It's over 12s, 80 for 4.
Chimneys, the gas hobsle बुझेको छ your way of quality living.
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfee Stock Fantasy.
DHI Happier Home. छुट्टै छ है.
जनताको विश्वास जित्न सफल उत्कृष्ट डाक्टरहरू, अत्याधुनिक प्रविधि, हेलिप्याड सहितको अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय स्तरको स्वास्थ्य सेवा. Hams Hospital.
Tomorrow we'll have action. Akara Avengers taking on the Janakpur Bolts, who've been exceptional and unbeaten. And then what a contest in the afternoon. The Gurkhas versus the Sudar Pashim Royals. We've probably seen the 2 tournament, the early pace setters alongside the Chitwan Rhinos. We will see those Janakpur Bolts. Some really good cricket on offer. Great to see Lokesh Bam getting some runs, but he's got to kick on here, doesn't he now?
He definitely has got to go all the way, especially after the loss of Martin Guptill. You talk about the Gurkhas, you talk about the asking rate. The Gurkhas needed 66 of 33 balls in the morning. They romped home in the final over. Thanks to some good batting from Erasmus, Karan Casey, and then the very, very steady head of Casey got 28 in 10, and Erasmus got And Erasmus got 38 in 28. They made that happen. They chased 150. This is a bit of a steeper chase, but still similar required run rate.
That was into the slots. I think Lokesh Bam will feel as though he's missed out there. Can get a real trend of only the side batting first winning, or only the side chasing winning. We've had a nice even split, haven't we? Now nearly 7 full games in, and even this game still hangs in the balance. If Bam's still there in the 20th and final, don't rule out the Kings hunting this total down.
Without a doubt, Bam holds the key, and this partnership holds the key. Terrific shot down the ground again. The best place to hit if you're a batter.
Loving the fact that come day 4, we're really starting to see the local players, the Nepal players, grow into their own. He has international experience. He's a real gritty cricketer. He's a good fielder, a fine batter, and we think he's been underused with the ball, Bashir Ahmed. Definitely some signs here. This game's not done yet. You wonder will Rohit Powell be tempted to give himself a twirl. Bowls very fine off breaks, has plenty of international wickets. With Bashir at the crease, will that maybe give him a bit of flexibility? He's only used 5 bowlers thus far.
I don't think that's far away. Definitely must be thinking about it. Vivek Yadav.
A single to close out the 12th over. Kings just staying in the chase. It's 90 for 4.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Tapayko Asli Energy Red Bull Asli Nerozo
Neoco The gas hopsle your way of quality living.
Surya Tamang to complete his allocation. You bowled plenty of left arm spin in your career, didn't you? What about this Surya Tamang? What do you think?
Ball comes up and over. It's got good drift and drop. Yeah, all very, very good attributes and very different from some of the other left arm spinners we're seeing. It's good to always have the variety. It's got a very classical, easy, repeatable action as well.
Yeah, I love watching him bowl. Think the world of this beauty too, the ultraviolet T2, the ultraviolet F77. Imagined at the intersection of design and technology, brings the future of mobility to today's discerning sports motorcycling enthusiast. That's the only way to get around the valley, I'm telling you now. On the back of a bike. Now down the track, skews off an outside edge, into no man's land, falls safely.
Just going to say that Tamang deserved that wicket. He did everything right. He threw the ball up, deceived the batter in flight, drew out the fall shot. But how lucky was Lokesh Bam? He just fell antagonizingly short of 3 fielders. Long off, covered it up in the end.
See this a bit more off. Leg stump of the off stump. The bowler will often pull out, as he's entitled to. Oh, this could be close. Oh, now was there bat involved? Because if there wasn't, this one missing.
That looked adjacent. You've got to see the replay. He walked in, maybe missing leg, or maybe wasn't. Would have been clear that what was going down the leg side. Side.
Down the track, gets a good piece of it. Oh, this has gone miles. It's still travelling. What a way to go to 50. His fourth six. Lokesh, boom, boom, bam. What a knock the 100's up to.
Yeah, that's some way to bring up your 50. Your job's not even halfway. That's a terrific strike. That's a terrific strike. You got a great piece of it. Tamang again floated up, but was taken full toll of it. Went miles into the sky. Brings up the 100 in the 13th over.
Tell you, he's not getting carried away. He barely even celebrated that 50. He knows there's more work to be done. 6 and 4 to finish Tamang's spell. Tamang's spell, it's 104 for 4.
ब्याङ्किङ सेक्टरमा पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्कले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स यसमा पोइन्ट छ सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
Is Dove really different from soap? Ordinary soap dries itself over time, but Dove is different. Get your radiance with Dove.
Neo chimneys, the gas hobsle बुझेको छ hobsle बुझेको छ your way of quality living.
DHI Happier Home. Today sahay.
Himstar for a complete home.
Gloves in the first innings of this game. He's almost parlayed that. Oh, that's going to help. 5 more to the total. Am I about to whisper game on here at the TU?
Definitely game on. No whisper, you can shout out loud. 32 and 22 this partnership. And these are freebies that the Lions will not want to give.
One of the things I like about Bashir Ahmed, bat, ball and in the field, he's busy. He's nuggety. O'Brien wanted him in their team. Their team forces the bowler to make an error. Oh, very much game on here, isn't it? The runs are starting to come. Now a good diving stop from Sad bin Safar will save a couple. But you just sense the momentum is shifting.
Yeah. 81 from 41 now. Asking rate less than 2 runs a ball. Word that you use, nuggety, describes a lot of Nepal cricketers very well. Rohit Paudel, fighting qualities I see in all of them.
Yeah, if there was a brand description of cricket in Nepal, it would certainly be passionate and energetic and enthusiastic. And that's why I love the smiles and the dancing that we're seeing in the crowds. But they are the most joyous side to follow. They adore their cricket. I'll tell you something, if the Kings pull this out, the roof might come off the place.
Yeah, I love the way Rohit Paudel ran between wickets today. Sandeep Johra as well, terrific.
You to see Dipender Singh Ohri and Rohit Paudel run between the wickets together. Bam goes over the offside. Now there is a man out there, but it's going to fall short of him. When those two are at the crease together, it's almost ludicrous. Let's have a look at the best of Lokesh Bam standing up today.
Yeah, it's been a good innings, coming off a back of 2 failures. He needed this one. But his job's not done. Just halfway. This is a nuggety partnership. And what a man to have, Bashir with him. Look at that for a shot.
Oh, that's a cracking shot.
That is a great shot. Timing, placement, perfect. Hit it well in front of square. And he's turning it on here, Bashir.
Elegance in the placement. Here from Bashir Ahmed. That's an outstanding stroke.
He had to clear that front leg to get contact and hit it well in front of square. And he's busy. And look at that for energy between the wickets. Great stuff. Great to watch.
It was interesting when I was down pitch side chatting to Nandan Vadnas. He said this off air. And now instituting in as the head coach of the Lumbini Lions, there's a no run-out policy. They had 4 run-outs in that first innings. Without those, the game may well have been taken away, completely out of reach. Instead, the required run rate's exactly 2 runs per ball, and this 5th wicket partnership is very much bringing the contest back into the balance. Now, over the wicket this time. I wonder, okay, now the umpire says, okay, over you. Umpire says, okay, over you go.
There's a fielder fielding a shot mid-on or something. Usually he's on the other side. The keeper quickly was to signal, asking Bashir to move over.
That'll be a wide again. Just quietly here. Rohit Powdell has to bowl an over here. They can't afford to bowl Vivek Yadav another.
I agree. I can't understand why he's not bowling, because there's enough spin in the wicket and you're going medium pace, which is traveling the distance at the moment.
Stand and deliver again. He watches. Shouting it from the hilltops. It's very much game on. 126 for 4.
सुजल डेयरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले
Unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश.
In Kathmandu, beautiful low winter sun is starting. Final 6 overs. This one, it may finish up close towards sunset, and I'm not sure which way it's going just yet. The required run rate's the lowest it's been in a long time. It's just 11 per over needed. And you get the sense that if Lakesh Bam is still there in the 20th and final, the Kings will get a win next to their name. Sad bin Safar in for his final. This has been chipped up into the sky. Was this a chance? Think it's Tom Moores out there. Not sure if he got a good read on it or not. Never went for it.
Yeah, it looked like it was in the air forever. And he had enough time. Just probably the sun came in his eye or whatever. Just didn't go for it.
That's missing leg. Bar Hills, the Dada across. This is what the fielder's seeing. Now I know he's got his hat on, and I know that he's got his sunglasses on, but it's almost impossible, isn't it, to pick up the trajectory. Pumped back at Sad bin Safar. He's taken one great catch, can't hold on to this one. Not easy, but a chance nonetheless.
Yeah, definitely a for me. That came quick, back to him at the rate of knots.
You won't believe this, that's the same finger he dislocated. So that will have hurt. I'm glad that it hasn't popped out again, because they can be a repetitive injury, can't they, if you get that damage done once. Yeah, that glare that the fielders have to deal with on the leg side here for the left-hander, it's just so difficult. It really is. Oh, Bashir Ahmed gets in the act now. Great use of the feet. I'm not sure any of us expected the Kings to hunt this total down. Maybe they might be favourites to do it now.
Yeah, I was just going to say it's a good over, just 4 off it, and bang goes Bashir Ahmed. Makes it a 10-run over with 1 ball to spare. That is out. Like you say, they're now favourites from here.
Goes again, man out there, puts it down! Looking straight into the sun, couldn't judge it, he points up at it, says, how can I see what's happening? Massive moment in the game. Ahmed is alive. 15 bowled, 138 for 4.
सिद्धार्थ बैंकले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स यसमा पोइन्ट छ सिद्धार्थ बैंक सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
तपाईँको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं
out in the middle, 54 required off 30. Saw some shots and then another drop catch. Sandeep Jora in the deep, trying to take this in the sun. It was always going to be difficult. A good effort nonetheless. But they do need to try and find a wicket here. It's getting awfully close. It's going to be another tight contest. We saw one in the first game today. And they decide against it. They'll stick to just the 1 run. Just the 1 run. Simmons coming back into the attack. Gets a pass, and it's going to run away for 4. Cheeky little shot. And Basiri picks up a boundary, turning out to be quite an epic chase in what was a very high-scoring thriller.
Moment, Bashir. Simmons tries to take pace off, but he loses that little battle. 10.5 to the over. Very, very doable here.
Back-to-back fours in total control. Very authoritative this time. 1 behind the keeper and 1 past the bowler. Targeting every area of the ground.
Absolutely clattered this through extra cover. You cannot hit a cricket ball any better than that. Certainly looks this way. What an innings that Bashir has played here. 37 from just 20.
Well bowled delivery this. Cramped for room and pushed out for a single.
Squeezes this one out for a single. One thing that the Kings have done exceptionally well here is that even though they've lost some big players, 4 wickets down, is they've never let the run rate get out of control. At one stage it got past 11 and you thought, oh, here we go. But they just never allowed it to get out of shape.
Change of pace. Deceiving the batter. He's thrown the entire kitchen at this.
Simmons has bowled nicely here. He's 1 for 20. He's about to complete his third. Now, bearing in mind that he's an overseas player here, but doesn't have the huge amount of experience. Only played.
Well, bowled again. Bowled again. Targeting those toes. Simmons makes a good comeback. 16 gone, 148 for 4.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
DHI Happier Home. Today sa hai.
Trying to keep themselves in this chase. Fairly neck and neck. They've held on to those wickets as well as they could as well. 148 for 4. The Kings, they want to try and come out on top of this contest.
Use of feet, and this has gone high up in the air. It will land safe. Always a tough catch running backwards.
Going his way. I mean, he's looked to hit this over mid-off and the ball's just skewed off the bat and fallen into a vacant area down at deep